Okay, I got it unboxed and got it set up. Got the MIG wire in there. Flux core again. I don't have any gas to run through it. So my first impressions is it's not too bad. I don't have a lot of experience with welders. I have used Miller and a couple other cheaper brands, but I used a Miller-Matic 135 to build a utility trailer. Actually, it's right outside here. I'll show you. So I built that utility trailer 6.5 by 12 foot with a Miller-Matic 135 that I had borrowed from a friend, and had very little problems. I had some feed issues with it, but I replaced the inner liner on the big torch, and that pretty much went away, so I had no problems with the Miller-Matic 135 to build that. So I thought I'd go ahead and buy myself a welder, and so just comparing this to the Miller-Matic 135, which is the only thing I can really compare it to, no doubt it is definitely more powerful. I just fired it up a few minutes ago off camera to try to dial it in and get an understanding of how the controls work. And the Miller-Matic 135 that I used, I could crank it to its maximum capacity, and it's a 110, by the way. Miller-Matic 135 is a 110 volt, and I could crank it up to its max, and it wouldn't trip a 20 amp breaker. I could run it at its max if I needed to without tripping. However, this, just my first turning it on a few minutes ago, I cranked it up to its max, and I am plugged into 110. I've got the 110 adapter plugged in, so I don't have 220 in my shop yet. And with it cranked all the way up, it welded for about, I'd say, maybe 5 to 10 seconds, and it tripped the breaker. So it was almost immediate, and it was definitely too hot for, I just had some 1/8 inch angle that I was going to weld together, and it was definitely too hot for 1/8 inch angle, turned up to its max. So after I got it turned down and dialed in, no doubt it lays down a good bead. I'm going to set up a few samples here in a minute and do some welding on camera. So